between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 11 coming.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point by McPherson, looking good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 3rd down, Hurt. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hurt. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Back to throw. Hurt. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down. Hurt. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go save pressure coming. Hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy. Of a guy trying to throw the football, and on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
11, mighty. 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Here we go.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
Burrow on play action. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
McPherson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. It's a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hurt. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Peterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
To throw on third down. Hurt. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And taken right at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. Brought down at the 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
I'm wondering.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him in the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and going. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Hurt. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Steelers.
Throwing on first down. Hurt. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.